In this video, I just want to get into some of my favorite places when I want to change up my environment and just go somewhere to be in a social environment. I usually do this with a buddy, Slava Nardakov. He's from the band Nebulae Complex. Him and I will hit up a coffee shop or a pub or university, or just spaces where we can set up our laptops and work on music and just be in a different environment. Generally, we don't take audio MIDI interfaces with us when we do that, but yeah, we usually just set up our kit and our laptops. Or the last couple of times, Slava's brought a small synthesizer, very small, and he's worked on music doing that. But anyway, I just want to get into a couple of places that we typically go to. First place is Kawa Coffee. We've typically gone to Kawa to do our little sessions. Unfortunately, the thing about Kawa here in Calgary is there's only one outlet in Kawa, so sometimes it can get really busy, and if you're lucky, you can head into the back corner of the coffee shop and use their power bar and plug in your laptop there. But sometimes they're really busy, and sometimes it's not always an ideal place to be, but that's one of the places we usually go to. Another place that I usually go to is Mug's Pub. There's not a lot of outlets in Mug's, but it's a nice little venue. It doesn't get too busy on a Sunday, and yeah, we usually do these things on Sundays. Another place that we typically go to is Pig and Duke. The one thing about Pig and Duke on Sundays is it's not too busy. There is a lot of outlets in there, so you can pretty much set up wherever you want to and get to work on music or whatever you're working on. We have tried some other spaces. We did try a university space. Even though we don't go to that university, we did end up going into a university commons area, and there was outlets there, and we just set up, plugged in, and got to work, and that was kind of it. Yeah, those are the spaces that we generally are in when we do our coffee and create sessions, or beer and create, whatever you want to call it. But those are our favorite places to grab a coffee or a beer and get to work on music stuff and change up the environment and just be in a different space, different vibe, changes up the inspiration, or just changes the energy a little bit. And it's always good working with someone, even though we're using headphones and working on our own stuff. It's always good to just be in the same space as someone, just because I think it adds a little bit of a social aspect, and it just adds a little bit of a social aspect, and it's just nice to be around people sometimes. I know for myself, like, Twitch is a solo endeavor, so for myself it can get, not that I get lonely or anything by any means, like I don't get necessarily lonely, but sometimes it's, I'm usually working on my own in my own studio here in my own studio, but sometimes it's nice to just be around people while you're being creative and stuff like that. Which, on that note, I do want to mention, we're trying to open up we're trying to grow our little coffee and create sessions. Usually we do it on a Sunday. Every Sunday or every couple of Sundays we'll do a coffee and create session. And if you're in the Calgary area and you are a musician and you have access to a small synthesizer or you don't even have to be a musician, you can be an artist, as long as and if you want to join us for our coffee and create sessions, we don't usually do official event pages for these sessions, but if you're friends with either Slava and I on Facebook, I usually post when we're going for our sessions, just a little note that I post in my feed, and you're welcome to join us. We'd love to have more people come and join us for these coffee and create sessions. It doesn't have to be music. Just as long as you can do it in a space where you're not interrupting the other patrons of the establishment wherever we are at, and it's not too disruptive. And yeah, so if you want to join us, feel free. I always leave a note on Facebook, as I said earlier, when we're headed out. So yeah, just wanted to mention our favorite spaces and invite anyone that wants to join us for our coffee and create, or beer and create, or whatever, and create whatever your preferred beverages and create session. And yeah, bring your laptop, bring your drawing, maybe even painting, as long as you don't get too messy with it, and come and join us and be creative and be around people and socialize. And yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about our coffee and create sessions, leave them in the comment section, or leave them in the comment section. If you feel this video has value, or if you are considering joining us, and you feel you have other friends that would like to join as well, please share this video. Maybe they'll find it valuable. And if you like what's on this channel, please subscribe to be notified when the next video comes out. So see you in the next video. Fuck.